it finally happened to me. I tried to prepare myself as much as possible, and I had been doing so good with my mindset that when this moment happened, I just had to sit with myself and I had to give myself some grace. And what I'm talking about is I had a really bad body image day. That day, I had recorded what I was eating for the day and my exercises to show you guys and to be like transparent about this is what my days look like. And again, I did say in that video that not every single day looks like that. Not every single day do I eat like that. My workouts, change up besides the walking. But I, did the videos and I was sitting down the next day to put them together. And when I did my video of me working out in my front room, I had a video facing me and then I had a video from behind, just so I could get different shots. And while I was looking at both of those, I ended up not using the ones from behind. And I'm trying not to get emotional but just thinking about this makes me sad. I ended up not using them because I guess I just I've never seen my body from behind. I mean, most often, when do we ever, see ourselves from behind us unless people are taking pictures or unless, we're intentionally looking. And I guess I've known where my body is. And I know what it looks like and I know how much weight I put on. But I think just the initial shock of seeing it made me feel a certain way. And, I ended up not using it because I think I was ashamed of what it looked like. And actually right here, I'm going to put those clips so you can see what I'm talking about. And I just think I didn't realize, I know I have rolls, but I guess I just didn't realize what they actually looked like. And it hit me really, really hard and made me really stop and realize, that's what my body looks like. And of course, I got upset and I cried and I got very emotional. And I had a moment and I had to give myself grace because I know that I'm going to have days where I don't like my body and I don't like what I'm seeing. And I think that that's okay because that's something that's going to come along in this journey that I'm on. But I just got upset too because I've been doing so good and I've been feeling so amazing. And there are times I'm not eating things that are healthy. We had McDonald's in that video, and not every single day do we have McDonald's, but it was something that, my husband, he wanted, something different than the stuff we had in the fridge, and he wanted to go for it, asked me if I wanted to have something, and I said, yeah. And like I explained in my video about my relationship with food, is that used to trigger me. And I used to get really upset with myself for allowing myself to eat something that was, considered bad for you. And along this journey, I've had to, take that step back and not label things as good and bad. And of course, there's healthier things to eat and there's unhealthier things to eat. But I can't allow myself to get upset and I can't allow myself to feel a certain way about it. And it was just, I guess it just was really hard for me to see my body like that. because I know that there was a point where I didn't look like that. And again, I know that I've gained weight, and I know what my body looks like from the front, and even from the sides and stuff. Like, I know that I have the rolls, but I guess like I was just taken back, and I was just shocked because I've never really seen it like that before. And I was kind of upset with myself that I didn't put it in that video because of the way I felt and the way I saw myself. But I know that for me, I wouldn't have put out that video if I would have put it in there. And that's why I think it's important to show you guys it today, because I feel like in most of my videos I've been talking about how good I've been feeling and how good I've been doing, but I have had a couple days that have been rough, and I've had a couple days where I've cried, and especially that day was it was horrible for me. And I let myself cry, and I let myself feel the emotions, and I walked through why I felt the way I felt. Like, why was that triggering for me, and why did that make me feel that way? And for me, I think it's, again, because I've never seen myself from that angle, and seeing my body from that angle and realizing what it actually looks like was like, wow. And again, it was just, a moment for me to really give myself grace and say, you know what, it's okay. You're going to have moments like that, and it's okay to feel like that, but we love our body no matter what. And even though it looks like this, it's not going to look like this forever. And it's okay to have that emotion and go through that. So, afterwards, I was just like, okay, that's what your body looks like, and that's what we're working on in your mindset, and changing how you feel about yourself and changing how you feel about your body. And it's still a work in progress. And I wanted to share that with you guys, because I don't want you guys to think that every single day is great for me and everything is going so well, because I do have really bad days, and I have days where I cry. And I think that during this journey, it's just normal, and it's going to be just a part of the process. And again, I allow myself to feel the emotions, I allow myself to cry, and then I allow myself to walk through what made me feel that way and how I am going to present that in the future. But I just wanted to share that with you guys today, because for me, it was a big moment. And it was just a moment to reflect also on how far I've come and how much more work I indeed have to do. And I am, again, still proud of myself for how far I've come. And I am still excited about the future. But I think, just having that moment and hitting that little downfall for me was, not a failure, but progress in the right direction. On learning how to love my body at every single stage it's in, and every single size, and for exactly how it looks. So, yeah. I've had bad days, and I knew they were going to come. And again, I tried to prep myself for it, but I don't think, I could have prepped myself for that moment. And I feel like it's important to share it with you guys, because I think there are many of us who are struggling with our bodies, and struggling with how they look, and struggling with what they look like in photos and videos and in the mirror. And it's just important to realize that even though your body looks like this, it is still beautiful, and it is still strong, and it still supports you every single day in every moment with whatever thoughts you have towards it. So it was hard, but I'm here to share, my feelings and my thoughts around it, and to continue sharing my journey. And this series isn't going to be for everybody, but it's going to be for the ones who are also going through it and who also just don't want to go through it alone. And that's why I'm doing it. And I just think that it's important. And I had the thought this morning too, is, with trying to get pregnant, your body is going to change too. And with all of that, this is why I started this journey at the beginning of the year, because I know that when I do get pregnant, there are going to be so many moments that my body is changing, and I just want to prep myself and be in the right mindset, so when my body does go through those changes, I'm in a good enough place to accept those changes and not to make those changes mean anything, or to end up hating my pregnancy because of the way my body looks. Like, I want to be able to rejoice and to love my body through the whole thing and through every step of what it looks like. And I just think that's why this is so important for me. So, sorry, I hate getting emotional on camera because, it's just hard. And I tried, there to compose myself and get through it. But, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. So thanks for letting me share my thoughts with you, and I will talk to you guys again real soon in the next video.